All right, this is Gaurav Pasi, CEO of Zingli. Prior to Zingli, I was president at Avaya. Before that, CPO at a company called Five9. It's been 4 years. Some of us got together from Five9 and Salesforce and other companies and started Zingli.ai. And really the purpose is to change and revolutionize the world of CX, the customer experience world. And we spent 4 years to build a technology, grounds up. And not only we built the technology grounds up, we actually partnered with the largest companies in North America, Fortune 100 companies, and sat down together to figure out what is the future. And as we were thinking about the future, one thing was pretty clear to us that the 1-800 calling, when you pick up the phone and call the 800 number, is not something customers want to do. I know I don't want to do it. And every brand and every customer that I talk to, they are finding it extremely hard. And the reason they find it hard is because everybody is looking at this as a demand supply issue, frankly. What that means is if you take a back step, there are about 16.5 million customer service agents worldwide. But there are billions and billions of us as consumers. So if you just do the simple math, that how can 16.5 million agents cater to like billions and billions of consumers, the story just fails right there. That's exactly why technologies like IVR, and chatbots were created to kind of slow the traffic down and really what we call create a FORO. Yeah, it's not FOMO, it's FORO, which literally means fear of reaching out. So the fear of reaching out has been created with customers. Frankly, we don't want to call these brands anymore. And the one who's suffering is not the customers, it is the brands. It's our customers who get in trouble if we don't really put the right technology in their hands. So that's what Zingli has been working for the last 4 years with the best minds in the business. We got together to really see how we can change that world. We also noticed that the most of the traffic of the customers nowadays is going digital. When you think about the customers' traffic is going digital, what the heck does that mean? That means is the traffic is going to the websites, the traffic is going to the social channels, the traffic is going on the apps. Now, we have customers who get about, I'd say, 1.9 to 2 million calls a year in the call center. But if you look at the traffic on their web and apps, that's touching 2.5 to almost 3 million visitors a month. So that's 10x the traffic compared to the call center. And a lot of that traffic really, comes to the website or the app, wants the answer, does not get the answer, and gets to pick up the phone and call the call center, which is where the problem lied and where how Zingli came in and helped them. The value has been phenomenal. The customer took our product, it's a large, financial service company. And within a matter of 3 quarters, I'll be happy to say that they added tens of millions of dollars on top line uplift. Revenue acceleration was great. One of the things that they used us for was, revenue uplift, increased deposits. It's a large financial institution. Before getting Zingli, the account opening was taking about 60 days at an average. With Zingli, especially with a technology that's sitting right in the hands of the end customer now, like I explained, the 60 days came down to 18 days. That is just absolutely stunning. And that's exactly what we wanted. The other very critical thing that we saw was in a typical call center environment, when a customer calls, agent takes the call, helps the customer for 20, 30 minutes. Remember what's happening in those 20, 30 minutes. There are probably another 10, 15, 20 customers sitting on a queue and on IVR wanting to talk to the same guy. And that's what's not scalable. And usually, typically after a call, the agent will take call notes, put it on the Salesforce or CRM or whatever, and 90 seconds into it, another call will come to you. Those 10 customers usually get deflected, they never come back, or issues are not resolved. With Zingli, that is an amazing, stunning value we found. That with Zingli, one agent is now able to help 5 customers at any given time. Now you'll be like, how the heck does that happen? That's the magic happens when you take the friction away and you put a technology and put the customer on the driver's seat. Not only the rep, but a customer. So in Zingli's technology, what it does really is it's a collaborative space. It's always persistent. So customer comes in on the mobile or on the web, doesn't really matter which form factor you're coming in on. And once you come into the web or app, you can open any conversation. You're talking to what we call Gen AI Buddy. Gen AI Buddy will come in and answer 80% of your questions. The technology's worth to be seen. It's just so stunning. The answers are spot on. Most of the customers, like I said, 80% of the times they will get the answers and go. The Buddy technology also has what we call goal setting. So if I'm trying to open up an account or create a loan, or I have a healthcare issue, I want an appointment, Buddy understands based on the conversation what is the goal that the customer is trying to accomplish, and it drives the customer towards accomplishing that goal. Now along the way, we have a stunning second technology, it's called Relationship AI, which really understands that, hey, in a particular situation, whether it's one of those 20% cases where a human is needed, an agent is needed, just because it's a high friction product, Relationship AI understands and will bring human in the loop. Or many a times a high value customer is interacting with you. If I have a high value customer trying to do millions of dollars of deals on my website, trust me, I'll be right on the website talking to him as a CEO as well. So that's exactly what the technology does. It understands high value customers, high friction products. So the customer is very close to getting something done and they really need a human help. That is what it's doing. When the human comes in the loop, now that's another patented technology that we created called Zingli Rooms. If you've ever heard of omni-channel and you're tired of that word omni-channel, which was the biggest marketing gimmick in our minds, that thing is gone. That thing is dead, as we all know. And we created this technology called Zingli Rooms. Now, when the human comes in this thing, first and foremost, the conversation, the interaction between the customer and the brand never ever evaporates. It's always permanent. It's always in the hand of the end customer and the brand and the agent as well. That's the number one thing. You can move from device to device, it doesn't really matter. You will always see your conversation. I can start the conversation middle of the night when there's no agent on the other side, it doesn't matter. I can get into that, Zingli Rooms, and I can start, posting pictures and videos. Of course, I use multimedia, so do you. Go ahead and do it. I can use payments right in the room. I can use calendars right in the room. Have you heard of voice and video? Yeah, we can do voice and video in the room as well. We can do messaging, we can do texting. I mean, you can just think of what you want to do in the room, and you can actually do it in the room. And that's where the power of Gen AI comes in, because when all the data is in one single place, it's not like voice is here, video is here, and then it's a multi-channel story that my CMO comes together and starts to paint a picture of an omni-channel and I want to look like a CX company. None of that can happen anymore. Customers can't be fooled. And that's the technology that is needed. Innovation is always good. Innovation with results is what the answer lies. And the results have been stunning. And the results have been stunning with the largest financial services companies in the world who've taken it, who understand the complexity of, complex use cases, complexity of compliance and regulation. As you know, financial service companies are a highly regulated market, and seeing how Gen AI plays in that regulated market, understands the guardrails, you cannot fool the system, is not going to hallucinate. It really is smart. It really is the future. So come embrace it, help your customers. We call it, let us help you provide infinite scale so you can handle every customer who's on your website, who's on your app. You're not giving them fear of reaching out. You're really embracing them and create lasting relationships. And if you're interested like us to build revenue, accelerate your revenue, uplift your revenue, then you need a tool like this. If you're interested to up your NPS game, you need a tool like this. We are the future. We feel really, really good about it. Check us out on VentureBeat. We just launched the company this morning. We're on VentureBeat, we're on Forbes, we're on Yahoo Finance, we are all over. We are doing a keynote tomorrow. It's at 3:50. Beautifully sandwiched right between Salesforce keynote and then Martha Stewart's keynote. Come listen to us. I'll be talking there. And I'll be with our customer, EVP of Digital and AI. And we will also be with the industry analyst. His name is Zeus Caravala, a well-known name. Listen to us, and Rebecca Jarvis will be there. Hear our story. Thank you for your time. Love it. Appreciate it.